Post-match interview here at Marlow following today's 2-1 win. Dave, good to get back on the winning trail. Didn't look like that was coming in the first half, as I felt we laboured a little bit on what was a difficult, heavy pitch, but we seemed to come out with a sort of renewed vigour in the second half, and we've come from behind and got the job done.
Yeah, look, I do think that we were nowhere, by no means anywhere near our best in the first half, but I still felt we dominated the first half, but without really troubling them. Goals cheap again, with which we had, I think all three of us had a go at half time about it. But we still had enough of the first half to have been minimum level. Didn't capitalise, and like I say, we're going down the slope, and you're right, we looked a bit leggy almost, and we're playing on grass. It's almost become alien to us. So I think it took some adjustment for that. We had a go at half time. In the second half, I thought we was dominant. If I'm honest with you, it was them looking to just play on the break. We were taking the game to them. And then we started, we made a couple of changes in our favour, and look, it's certainly not undeserved. Adam gets his goal, Ethan's missed, a great opportunity with his head, and in the end, Temmy's run him and mate, he's dragged him to the floor, and thankfully Bondi's on the pitch, and it's rare that he doesn't tuck it away, and he's tucked it away. Look, we then rightfully sat a little bit to see it over the line at the end, and they've bombed a few balls in the box, but we've not going to say we were untroubled, but we denied them any opportunities to get a shot at our goal. So it's important for us to get back on it, because we've dominated a lot of games without getting the 3 points. Today we deserved all 3 in my opinion, and look, it's massively important to us going into another period of a few games coming up quick. But again, games that we have to find a way to win. They're games that if we want to be where we are at this present stage, we've got to be beaten, and it gives us that little bit of confidence. I think we've got, especially with the squad being so short at the moment. We turned up with just the 3 subs today. We had in the last couple of weeks we've had 8 players for 5 shirts on the bench, and we've had a raft of injuries. All attacking options have almost disappeared. We played with 1 up top from the start, brought Cheney on to go with 2, and now our only 2 options of attacking players. So we've got it over the line. 1 or 2 of them guys that are missing today are close to being back, and then we'll get a little bit stronger, and we'll have a few more options up top. But really pleased, massively important.
Skip, Dave just mentioned we are a little bit thin on the ground in terms of numbers at the minute, but once again, with the impact that the substitutes made when they came on, again, it shows the importance of having a decent squad throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to pick up injuries as the season goes on, so we know that. Unfortunately, we've had 3 or 4 all at the same time, which hits us a little bit, but the bench has been strong all season, and today was no different. I mean, all 3 of them have come on, made a difference. He's come on, he's bought the penalty. Last week I thought all the subs were outstanding, pulling us back from a defeat the week before a game. So it's massive, and the good thing is when they come on, they all feel part of it. So just backing up what Dave said, I thought we gifted a soft goal away. We put ourselves behind the black ball again, but we've sat there and we've come out on top, and it's all credit to the lads, to be honest, because 1 or 2 of them would have been down at half time because they weren't playing their best, and probably you could even say 4 or 5 weren't playing their best, but we were still the better side. And in fairness, they all upped it second half, and we got up a good head of steam. And the crazy thing is, they were sitting back, we were taking advantage, we've equalised, and then I thought they had the good 10-minute spell at 1-1 where they were knocking it about, getting in behind us and causing us problems. But yeah, result came down our way today. So and again, backing up what Dave said, I think we deserved it today.
James, Dave obviously mentioned that we maybe looked a little bit leggy in the first half, but the fact that I think that's the 3rd game in a row we've scored an injury time goal says a lot about the fitness and resilience of the players, particularly on a cold winter afternoon like this where the pitch is quite heavy.
Yeah, I think it reiterates the strength of the squad, as Dave and Skip said, because ultimately if you think about all these games, you are going to the 90 98th minute, whatever it was today, 96, 95, all the minutes that are added on, I think it all does kick in. But I think the first half, really and truthfully, it was just it was very, very reactive. So, and we mentioned it at half time, balls being played through, it was almost like, you'll look, then we'll move, and you've got to be on the move as you're looking, and you know the ball's been played past you. It's no good me turning split second too late and letting Skip run off his shoulder, or running me beyond back towards our own goals. Just little things like that made it look probably more lethargic than it was in truth. But then they upped their effort levels, I probably would say, then, in terms of the harder running, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then that enabled them to get more of the first balls. If they didn't win the first balls, we controlled a lot more of the second balls, which basically enabled us to play the football that we normally do. So yeah, I think it was a combination of those things, really, up in the awareness of where you are on the pitch and what you should be doing and when. And then the squad games, at the end of the day, again, like Dave and Skip said, the players have made a massive impact, regardless of who's on that bench and who starts and who comes on, who comes off. Ultimately, the players are making a big difference, and it's a compliment to all the squad players. They're all needed at different times.
And obviously, Dave was talking about just maybe a week, 10 days ago, you had that selection headache where you've got, well, how am I going to fit players into a 16? But it's given, these injuries have given players who are maybe on the periphery of things an opportunity to come in and show them what they do, and they're looking like they're taking their chance.
Absolutely, like you say, after you saw Raf come off injured, unfortunately, on Tuesday, and you think that Sonny's not here, Alex, Pete, there's people like Simo coming back very, very soon as well. Yeah, it's a hell of a squad, and like you say, ultimately, unfortunately, you can't get everybody fit, and free of illness, etc. Can you? So yeah, they're all doing really well and making a massive difference. So credit to them all.
Excellent stuff, gents. Well, it's nice that an injury time goal wasn't to rescue a point today. It's actually got us all 3 points. So congratulations on that. Quick turnaround again. We're at home on Monday night against Tame United, and then our last game before Christmas is away at Enfield next Saturday. So enjoy your evening, gents, and we'll see you again on Monday.
Thank you.